Okay, here we are back again with more Assassin's Creed 3. And I'm back in Boston, as you can probably tell. And I think I'm gonna, before I actually start the next main mission, I think I'm gonna run around Boston a little bit, because there's quite a bit here to collect and whatnot. And, I'll do that thing where I edit out the boring stuff and only show you the interesting stuff. So yeah. Oh, nice. I didn't know I could do that. That was easy.
Get back here, you deaf turd! Trouble here, lads! Hurry! We know he's here. Stay alert.
All right. Lower the flag, huh? America. That's right. Throw rocks at those redcoats, buddies. I got a fort. I got a fort. Lower tax rate for trading. Hey, nice. All right then. Oh, this is the Boston Common. Hey. What's this? Powder magazine? These buildings were used to store gunpowder, which was both a necessity in colonial America and extremely dangerous to have around. This is not a place you'd want to move next door to. Spilled powder, damaged barrels, improper airing of the building, any one of these was hazardous, and a random spark could set off powder in the air or on the ground. People who worked in the magazines were warned to check their pockets for stray matches or made to wear clothes with no pockets to eliminate the possibility entirely. Their shoes had to be made without nails or covered with magazine slippers to reduce the risk of sparks. All the tools used in the magazines were made of wood and copper. Generally, powder magazines were built in isolated areas like the one on the Boston Common, which is where I am now. Of course, if you're inside a fort, you need your gunpowder to be close at hand, so the buildings were designed to collapse in on the fire and smother it rather than spreading it outward. I probably don't need to tell you this, but you're not really allowed to smoke around here. Fair. Let's get some viewpoints. That's an interesting spot for a viewpoint. But sure. But sure. Oh yeah, Beacon Hill. Perhaps predictably, Beacon Hill gets its name because the Puritan settlers placed a beacon on the hilltop. Beacon here essentially meant a bucket full of pitch hanging from a pole. The idea being it could be lit to warn the countryside if the town was attacked. Simple, effective, and never actually used. The hill is shorter today than it used to be. The top of it was carted off to fill in Mill Pond. This had the advantage of making the hilltop easier to build on and creating more land at Mill Pond, a 2-for-1 deal for developers. Beacon Hill became the place to live in Boston after the new Massachusetts State House opened here in 1790. Developers created upscale housing on the south side of the hill, which overlooks the Boston Common. The north side of the hill had been settled earlier and was much less posh, sometimes going by the evocative nickname of Mount Whoredom. What a magical address! George Washington, ever the politician, would refer to it in one of his letters as Mount Horem, although that sounds more like an instruction than a place. Alright, let's climb the beacon on Beacon Hill. See if we get struck by lightning. No. There we go. All right. There is a hay pile down there. Good. Let's grab this guy. Should read the Boston Common thing. Let me see. No, this is what I want. This has the honor of being the first public park in North America. It started off as the pasture of William Blackston, or Blackston if you prefer the original spelling, who despite his name was the first white settler in this area. When Boston started growing, Blackston decided to move somewhere more remote. He sold the land to the growing city for £30, and they turned it into common land, hence the name. For the first century or two of Boston's history, this was a place to pasture your cows, no more than 70 at a time. Drill soldiers, the British regulars, camped here, attend the occasional public hanging for offenses such as being a witch or being a Quaker, or perhaps simply take a nice walk near all the cows and hanging. The British left the camp when they fled the city in 1776. Public hangings ended in 1817. The cows were banned in 1830. You can still take a walk here, however, but what's the point without the cows? I don't know. Boston Common is very nice looking, so that might be a reason. It's an attractive location to take a walk. Can I loot him? No, I don't want to pick up his weapon. I just want to loot. Oh. No. There we go.
You seen the serpent?
You bet your arse I seen the serpent. Thing was horrifying.
Where was it?
Just out past the breakwater. Came up to the surface to have a look, then plunged right back down again. The parts I saw was 30 feet. Who knows how much remained underwater?
What the heck? What the heck? I just fell through the map. I fell through the map. Whoops. That's a bug.
In New York and Philadelphia, the tea has been sent away. In Charleston, the tea has been seized by the town itself. But here, the consignees stand firm. So much so
You seen the serpent?
You bet your arse I seen the serpent. Thing was horrifying.
Where was it?
Just out past the breakwater. Came up to the surface to have a look, then plunged right back down again. The parts I saw was 30 feet. Who knows how much remained underwater?
Just try not to fall through the map again.
Jack say there's an old man that's always around when the beast appears.
Jacks say a lot of things.
But this be one, I believe. They say he commands the thing.
Some old man ordering a cracking about? What a bunch of fluff.
Dunno, mate. A lot of men I trust spin the same yarn.
Interesting. There's a page up here.
Merseyside saddlers wishes it to be known a great clearing of leather infantry shall take place this...
You hear the serpent weaver died.
The old thief's buried not far from here. Hammers up a light. Good riddance. That old fellow people said called the Kraken bought the farm not long ago. Nobody's seen the beast since.
So it was true then.
Didn't say that. Maybe you could ask his widow. She won't leave his grave.
Talk to the old lady. Okay. Let's talk to this old lady about this sea monster kraken thing.
You come to pay your respects. You're the first. He didn't have many friends. People just didn't understand. He was a good trader, a good husband. I never wanted for anything.
Investigate the trader's workshop. Okay, where's that? What is with these guys walking backwards? So what, he was a diver? American sea monster. People across Boston spoke of seeing the monster. Reports varied in the details, but most agreed that it was long and black and only appeared in the presence of an old man. Turns out the creature was the old man himself, diving in the water with a contraption that allowed him to breathe while submerged. The machine itself was as startling as any monster, but it poses no danger to ships. Funny. What's going on today, Daniel? Unidentified
The first
flying
time
object.
I saw the light
Oh,
was
good.
back in Boston. I was trading my biggest take of the season when the fire rose behind Beacon Hill. Went straight up in the night sky, past the moon. Then it was gone. I wasn't alone. Those next to me had their heads cocked the same, craned as far back as it could go, mouths agape. Couldn't tell you what it was, but I can tell you it wasn't of this earth.
Okay. Okay. Investigate the source of the... Well, he said it was thereabouts Beacon Hill, so... Alright, let's see about this UFO. Probably have to wait until night. Aw, I can't climb up there? There's something up there. How do I get up there? Probably up this. Okay. There we go. Oh, no, don't drop. I gotta find this. What is... Okay, what is this? It's... What is it? Parasol? It looks like an umbrella. It's an umbrella. Why would you... What? Nothing more than an umbrella reflecting moonlight among the trees, coupled with imagination and gossip. Oh, Connor. Well, that was enjoyable. This one might be tricksy. I'm doing a perimeter check here. This one, yeah, unless I can just scale this wall, the only way in might be through the front door. I don't necessarily see another way. Ah, damn it. Alright. Let's see here. There's my guy that I have to kill. Gotcha. Alright. Let's, wait for a minute to destroy the powder reserve. Let's get away from that. Let's do this. There we go. All right.
You man, get down!
Offering a golden guinea for any information leading to the arrest of the nefarious high road for thieving ring. The Gazette! The boss! Approaching. The Boston Country Journal, your favorite heading. Ottoman loyalists have risen up and dispatched Ali Bey, the self-proclaimed Mamluk Sultan. At present, it would seem the balance of power is firmly back in Ottoman hands. The Boston Country Journal. The world for a penny.
That should have been an easy one. Why won't you go up there? I don't understand why he won't go up there.
We must
honorable gentlemen claim it is not so much the deadline to unload the sea was
They threaten us with fire and
in New York and Philadelphia, the tea has been sent away. In Charleston, the tea has been seized by the town itself. But here, the consignees stand firm. So much the worse for them.
Alright, I seem to have collected pretty much everything I can at the moment in Boston, at least everything that I can see on the map, and have a map for, so I think I'll leave it here. Yeah, next time I'll do the next story mission. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Later.